Hello friends, welcome to the next lecture on MCQ on the first law of thermodynamics. This MCQ will be helpful for various examinations like GATE, Public Sector Undertakings, RTO, Engineering Service Examinations, SSC or Maharashtra Engineering Services Examination. Now, in this video, we are going to study the various MCQs on the first law of thermodynamics. Let us see first MCQ. Energy question is energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but can be converted from one form to other is inferred from. Now, this is the first law of thermodynamics. So, option second, that is the first law of thermodynamics, is correct. Next questions we will see. According to the first law of thermodynamics, it is similar to earlier questions. According to the first law of thermodynamics, options are work done by system is equal to heat transferred by system. So here, if it is the net word will be there, net work done by system is equal to net heat transferred by system, then option A is correct. Second option, total internal energy of a system during a process remains constant. This is wrong. This is a true when cyclic integral dq is equal to cyclic integral dw. The second options will be true when this case will be there. Third options, internal energy, enthalpy and entropy during a process remain constant. This is also not true. Total energy of a system remains constant. So option D is correct. According to the first law, total energy remains constant. We can change one form of energy into another form, but total energy remains constant. So option D is correct. Next questions. Change in enthalpy in a closed system is equal to heat transferred if the reversible process takes place at constant. Options are pressure, temperature, volume and internal energy. Now change in enthalpy in a closed system. Now system is closed. Change in enthalpy is asked. Okay. Whether this change in enthalpy is equal to total heat transfer when dH is equal to dQ, when it is possible. We know the equations. dH is equal to, or if you define, if you write H is equal to U plus P into V, differentiate it. So dH is equal to du plus pdv plus vdp, when which let us assume pressure is a constant. So dp is equal to 0. So this term is equal to 0. We know that dq is equal to du plus pdv for a closed system from the first law. So du is equal to pdv. If you substitute in the above equations, in these equations, du plus pdv as a dq, then dh is equal to dq. When it is possible? It is possible when pressure is a constant. So option A is correct. Next question, similar to earlier, change in internal energy in a closed system. Now here, change in internal energy for a closed system is asked. So change in internal energy, du is equal to dq, heat transferred if the reversible process takes place at constant. We know the equations for the first law of thermodynamics for a process. For a process, dq minus dw is equal to du. If it is a closed system, then work is a pdv. So dq minus pdv is equal to du. When volume is a constant, dv is equal to 0, then this term becomes a 0. So dq is equal to du. It is a possible when constant volume process takes place. So option C is correct. Next questions. First law of thermodynamics. Options are: enables to determine change in internal energy of a system. It is a true. Does not help to predict whether the system will or not undergo change. It is a true. Does not enable to determine change in entropy. It is a true. So all the above three options are correct. So option D is correct. Next questions. A small steam vessels perfectly insulated and doing no shaft work cause a drop of 0.8 kilojoule per kg enthalpy of a steam from entry to exit. If the kinetic energy of system at entry is negligible, the velocity of steam at the exit is. So four options are given. We know the steady flow energy equation, which is H1 plus V1 square upon 2000 is equal to H2 plus V2 square upon 2000 plus W, and this side it is a plus Q. But it is a perfectly insulated, so this Q is a 0. No shaft work, so W is a 0. Kinetic energy is neglected at the entry, so V1 square upon 2000 is a 0. So V2 square is equal to 2000 into square root H1 minus H2. Sorry, it is not a square root here. It is a bracket. Then V2 is equal to 44.72. If you take the square root and inside the square root it is a 0.8. When you do these calculations, you will get it is a 40 meters per second. So option B is correct. Next questions. A gas having negative Joule-Thomson coefficient when throttled will be. If you draw the temperature versus pressure diagram, this is a temperature. The inversion curve will be like this, in which expansion process will be like this. Joule-Thomson coefficient is a negative during if 2 to 1 process. During this process, Joule-Thomson coefficient will be negative. Let us consider processes happening in this region. Okay, A to B. This is the process. Okay, during this process, pressure is reducing from PA to PB, and at the same time on y-axis if we observe, there is a increasing temperature from TA to TB. There is increasing pressure from TA to TB. So blue colored one is the inversion curve. Okay, process is happening outside of the inversion curve. Okay, if Joule-Thomson coefficient is negative. So a gas having negative Joule-Thomson coefficient when throttled will become warmer or it will become hot. Okay, So during this process, heating takes place. So option B is correct. If Joule-Thomson coefficient is a positive, like inside this inversion curve, then it becomes cool or cooling takes place inside the inversion curve if the process happens. For these questions, option B is correct. Next questions. In a steady flow process taking place in a device with a single inlet and single outlet, the work done per unit mass flow rate is given by W is equal to integrations phi dP, where V is the specific volume, P is the pressure. The expression for W is given above. Options A is valid if the process is both reversible and adiabatic. Second is valid only if the process is both reversible and isothermal. Is valid for any reversible process. Is incorrect, it must be W is equal to integrations P dV. So options D is not correct. Option A, in which it should not be adiabatic, option A is not correct. It is true for reversible process, but it is incorrect for isothermal process. So option B is also not correct. So option C is correct. It is valid only for reversible process or a quasi-static process. Next questions. A gas is flowing through an adiabatic nozzle. If the inlet velocity of a gas is negligible and there is an enthalpy drop of 45 kJ per kg, the velocity of a gas exiting the nozzle is. So it is an adiabatic nozzle. Okay, so it is a adiabatic nozzle. Let us assume this is a nozzle. Inlet is 1, exit is a 2. Adiabatic, so well insulated. Q is a 0, W is also 0. If change in kinetic energy and potential, if a change in potential energy is neglected, also internal energy is negligible at the inlet. If you apply the steady flow energy equations, we will get H1 plus V1 square upon 2000 plus Q is equal to H2 plus V2 square upon 2000 plus W. In this case, internal energy at the inlet is neglected. Adiabatic nozzle, Q is a 0. No work transfer, W is a 0. So V2 square is equal to 2000 into H1 minus H2. So this enthalpy drop is given 45 kJ per kg. You substitute it, you will get V2 is equal to 300 meters per second. So option C is correct. Next questions. Two blocks which are at different states. Two blocks which are at different states. These are the two blocks, block 1 and 2. Different states are brought into contact with each other and allowed to reach at a final state. So initially these blocks are, let us assume, at a different temperatures T1 and T2 brought together or bring together. The final temperature attained is specified by which law? The equilibrium state is reached with the help of or by zeroth law of thermodynamics. So option A is correct. Next questions. For a closed system, the difference between the heat added to the system and the work done by system is equal to change in which property? So from the first law we can say that dq minus dw is equal to du. So for a closed system, difference between heat added to the system and the work done by the system is equal to the change in internal energy of the system. Next questions. Which of the following is correct? The cyclic integral. Now here it is mentioned, it is a cyclic integral of a dq, cyclic integral of a dq minus dw is equal to, we know that dq minus dw is equal to du, which is a property, so cyclic integral dq minus dw is a property. Cyclic integral of any property is a zero. Cyclic integral of any property is a zero, and in this case dq minus dw is a property which is a internal energy. So option C is correct. A closed system receives 60 kilojoule heat, but its internal energy decreases by 30 kilojoule during the process. Then the work done by the system is, if this is the system, it receives 60 kilojoule energy, this is heat. Let us assume it does some amount work W. Its change in internal energy is 30. Then what is the work done? So dq minus dw is equal to du, and dw is equal to dq minus du. Heat is given to the system is a 60 minus internal energy is decreased by 30, so 60 minus 30, and it is a negative internal energy because it is reduced, so W is equal to 90 kilojoule, so option A is correct. Next question. The fundamental unit of enthalpy is, so enthalpy is measured in joule or kilojoule. Joule is nothing but Newton meter. Newton is nothing but force is equal to mass into accelerations. Mass is in joule. Mass is in kg. Mass is in kg. So unit of mass is kg. Acceleration is meters per second square. So Newton, this is nothing but Newton. Newton is kg meter per second square. You can write here kg meter per second square as a Newton into meter. So finally we are getting kg meter square per second square. Kg has dimensions m, meter has dimensions l square, and time second has dimensions time, so it is a per second square, so it is a t raised to minus 2. So options m l square t raised to minus 2, so option C is correct. So thank you for watching this video on MCQ of the first law of thermodynamics.